Great.
So tonight we're here with Stephen Taylor, and we are at Coral House. Believe it or not, this is where actually I got married a long time ago. So deja vu. We're here for Tru Outreach, and we're here to support everybody and raise money, right, to help this amazing cause. So what did you tell us more? Like, what is your role? Tell us about Tru Outreach, and what is it all about? We'd love to hear more.
Sure. Tru Outreach is a brand new startup nonprofit organization, and we're dedicated to getting mental health in any form: therapy, counseling, life coaching, family issues. We have social workers, we have advocates who work with us, and we're trying to get it into communities of trauma, communities that don't normally reach out and are underserved because of that. Now, when you look at that in today's world, we're all going through trauma. So any community could be a community in need. So we don't say no. And the grants that we get today and personal gifts from like rapper 50 Cent, who really believes in this cause, is going to allow us to serve people regardless of whether they have insurance or not. We're using the advent of teletherapy to get into places where normally we wouldn't. Because if everybody has a phone or a Zoom or a Google, we can find you, you can find us, and we can get you the help you need. And we're not going to say no, even if you don't have insurance. So
that is absolutely amazing. And you know what? I have a 15-year-old, and I see what she's going through, and see social media and how everybody's trying to keep up with the Joneses, and how
it's so hard.
It's really impacting our children, and I think unfortunately it's getting worse and worse every day.
The Surgeon General just put out a report to that effect, and his report is not just one of, oh my God, it's bad news, because we were already kind of in a bad place before pandemic with social media. It's a warning. We know this from 9/11, that the trauma and the post-traumatic stress disorder that we all talk about and hear about, and we all see in our friends and family, it doesn't come out sometimes to 6 to 18 months later. That's very common. We've learned that the hard way. So we're not even through the trauma. We're still in the during part. Once we're done, maybe in a few months when cold and flu season goes away and we start having less of these numbers for corona and COVID, that's when we start. And 6 to 18 months from there, we still have issues. So we're looking down the road as a warning sign that we have to do something now.
Yeah, that's amazing. So what can everybody do to help support this amazing cause?
Well, first of all, you can take care of each other. You can really look after each other. You can talk about our teams. You can really try to be kinder to yourselves and people around you. It's not easy all the time. We're all stressed, but I think we need to have a little bit more kindness in the world. And then also, reach out to your schools. Your schools need support as well. You can tell them if you are worried about things, and they will be there for your resources, but also support your schools in that they need more help. We're going to need smaller class sizes for a while. We're going to need more psychologists, more social workers, more counselors on board, even though we were used to working with a certain ratio. Now it's time to move that around for a little bit. And of course, you can please give to any kind of nonprofit agency looking to help mental health. We can be found at truoutreach.org, but there's others out there too. And like I said, I don't look at it as competition. There's plenty of room for the go around, and there's a lot of need. There's a lot of need out there, so please help.
Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
This is amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so Charles is the nominee tonight, right?
Yes.
And he's making a difference in this world. So instead of me sharing, I want him to tell you his amazing story. So Charles, I heard that you have some very inspirational stories to share with us. So why don't you tell our audience?
I come from the neighborhood. I'm from South Jamaica, Queens. And I've been through my ups and downs in life. We chose the wrong paths and got back on the right path and chose the wrong paths again. And we came to a point where we just said, listen, you're going to either live one way or you're going to live the other way. There's no straddling the gate here, right?
Okay.
So I had to embrace my pain that I was going through, and I asked God to change me.
Really?
To change me. I said, if you change me, I'll change the world.
So what are some of the wrong things you've done? What was the wrong path? So the team
I hung out with all the wrong people. I wanted to be a gangster.
Okay.
I thought I was a gangster. I ran around and everything in the streets. I did it all.
Really?
I've been shot, I've been stabbed, I've been jumped, did it all, everything.
Did you actually have to go to prison as well?
I had to go to prison. I did 16 years of my adult life in prison.
Oh my God.
I had to right my wrongs.
Wow.
But I was given the opportunity to start over, right, and redeem myself.
Wow.
And
so when you come out, obviously you've gone through that, and so many years of your life literally just poof, gone, right? And you come back.
You have to start from zero, from
scratch.
scratch.
So tell us, when you start from scratch, how? Because you've done so much, you're so successful. How? Tell other people, let them hear from your words of wisdom. How do you start from scratch? And coming from that background, having other people judge you, right, because of your background, how do you get out and get to where you are like today?
You gotta have faith in God. You gotta have a lot of faith. Everything with me is faith in God. I'm trying to stay as humble as I can. And I just ask God to carry me and direct my path. Because I know if left to me, I might choose the wrong way to go. So I ask God, just direct me, and I stay in prayer, and I try to keep myself around the right people now.
Staying around the right
people. Right people is very important. And a lot of my supporters are here tonight, right? A lot of contractors that I've dealt with in the past that stay with me. They're here. Support is everything.
And what is it that you do now? So what's your success story?
Right now, I have a construction company. In the last 10 years, I've employed over 500 people.
Wow.
We deal with mostly people that's used to be incarcerated. They're out. They're trying to do things different in their life. So we try to create an opportunity for them, the same way the opportunity was created for us.
Wow.
So we just put them to jobs. I certify people. I get them OSHA trained, FDNY trained. I send people out to get all types of certifications so they can be placed on jobs.
Wow. So someone that have gone through what you went through, somebody gave you an opportunity, and now you're giving everybody else an opportunity.
Exactly.
And that is paying it forward.
Exactly.
And God has blessed you.
So many people want to come home and change their lives, and they just don't have the opportunity. They don't have the resources. And because I had the resources and the opportunity, I try to help whoever I can help. If we could change one life out of 10, then we change the world.
So we should hire your contracting company too. Do you have a construction
Absolutely.
company?
My company name is Gatekeepers 321, and we provide security, we provide fire safety management, fire guards, laborers, a variety of jobs that we, carpenters, welders, whatever we could find, we put them to work.
So I'm assuming that a lot of these guys, you're giving them training also so they can learn the tools and the skills to be able to come back.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's incredible. Wow, your story is extremely inspirational.
I appreciate
You're going to change the lives of a lot of other people that hear your story. And what's happening tonight? What do you think about this company, Tru Outreach? Tell me, what do you know about it?
It's amazing. I love Charles Jr. and Nordrene. They recognize what I do, right? I've never been recognized before, right? So it's like an honor to be here. I look forward to working with them and just making Tru Outreach as big as it can get. I'm on board. Those are my people. I'm a soldier for them. I appreciate what they're doing, giving back to the community, and I'm honored. I'm gonna tell you, I'm so honored.
Well, congratulations for
Thank you so
being
much. Thank you.
part of this amazing cause.
Our community suffers with mental health issues.
I know.
Because we've been through so much, and then we think we can just brush it off and keep going. So we live with the trauma that's inside us is built up. So Tru is doing such a great thing, man, recognizing that we need mental, we need the therapy.
And you're a part of that, you're part of this change, and hopefully this is the beginning of serving the community and changing lives. So
hopefully.
I'm grateful to you, I'm grateful to your story. It was a pleasure meeting you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless.
God bless you.
What inspired me was that when I worked at a psychological practice a couple of years ago, there was a therapist there that she was doing home visits in the Bronx. And when she went to, the little boy was in a gang. He was 16 years old. And when she pulled up to the house this specific day, mom ran outside yelling, screaming, terrified, asking her not to get out the car because her son and another gang member was going to shoot her because she was giving the little boy treatment. Because, you know, the gang wants to hold on to the kid, you know? They don't want his mind to be free. And mom ran out and stood in front of them and stood in front of the therapist. And when she came to work the next day, she was still spooked. And when she told me about the story, these are people, black and brown, in black and brown communities like mine, I really realized how sick and suffering we are. Someone came to help you and you have no you have no value for life, that you would want to kill this woman because she's helping you, that's very sad and that's very sick, right?
Yeah.
So I said to myself, me and Joseph, we always wanted to do something to give back. And I felt like we can possibly provide services in underserved communities to those who need it the most and still keep our clinicians safe by providing virtual therapy.
Genius!
Yeah.
You see
So we
that?
did this before the pandemic, and then when the pandemic happened, it fell right in the pocket.
Wow.
So this was designed to keep our clinicians safe and to provide service to the most deprived neighborhoods.
Wow.
And it's like it was almost God sent because it just fell into place.
That's incredible.
And it works. It works. It works
So
for single families.
How many people are you servicing?
We have serviced over 400 people in 1 year, and we give free service to anyone that does not have insurance. We never turn them away. Some of our therapists have even gone without being paid and being reimbursed.
That's amazing.
And they have stuck with the families for over a year without getting paid, okay?
Wow.
So now...
what do you think, what can we possibly do as humans and the society, regardless of race, to be able to make a change and help people? What do you think we could do as, in general, to
I think that what we can do is come together and really understand that mental illness is a real illness. It's a sickness. Like when we're sick, we go to a hospital without hesitation to go see a doctor, to seek help.
Yeah.
There should be no difference when we're feeling mentally ill. And you can't change your world and change your thoughts if your mind isn't healthy.
Yeah.
So no change comes.
What should someone, at what point do you know you're mentally ill? Because there's no definition, like, oh, I know
Right.
this is the thoughts I have, and this is how I feel, then I need help.
When you're staying depressed too long, when you're sad, it's okay to be sad. We're not always going to be happy. But when you're sad beyond a certain period of time, because everything is on a duration of time, right?
Yes.
So there's a healthy time to process things and to get over things. And where you go beyond that point, that's when you can start seeing something is going on. And if it's not addressed,
a month, 2 months?
I would say it depends, because it depends on how tragic it was.
Yes.
If you lost your husband and your child that's sick, you're not going to process that in a month. So it all depends on the level, because there's different levels to this, right? There's different levels to anxiety. I have anxiety, but you can't tell. But then there's another person that has anxiety and you see them shaking. They can't sit still.
Yeah.
So they're different levels, like the spectrum,
Yeah,
that's just the way it
amazing.
is.
So I guess when in doubt, just pick up the phone and
Just
call
when
your
in doubt,
organization.
just pick up the phone, call Tru Outreach. We're here to help and assist you, even if it's just to help you with personal goals, to assist you through school, just making you feel, giving you that motivation and that reassurance that you need to know that you can get it done.
Wow.
Just stay in the game. You'll get it done.
That's so beautiful that you're doing this. So may God bless you.
Thank you.
And continue to give you the support and anything and everything you need
Thank
to be able to take this to a whole nother level.
Thank you, and thank you for finding our cause worthy.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Thank you so
right?
much.
Let's find a couple of ideas. Let's find a few other ideas to be able to raise more money for you guys.
Absolutely.
And continuously
absolutely, because we do wonderful work in the community and we have a whole wellness program.
That's
okay?
amazing.
All right. All right.
Thank you so
You're
much.
beautiful.
Curtis Jackson, he's been a good friend, a loyal friend to me since we were growing up, and he's been there with me every step of the way. I showed him my vision, and I told him this is what I want to do, and he said, you know what, Tru? I got you. I got your back, 100%. I'm going to donate $100,000. And I'm going to keep donating until the organization gets on its feet. I love him for that, and thank you. And this right here is for you, to show my appreciation. The Visionary Award. Thank you, we love you.